amazed in grace, how sweet the sound.
That was the hymn that came to Reverend Arlester Brown in June of 2023, the first time he had been back to Normandy since World War II.
When we came to the graveyard of Normandy, and I saw these tombs, that was what I refer to as the Holy Spirit seemed to just fill my body and mind, and I started singing the song, Amazing Grace.
How sweet.
I felt that God's grace had allowed me to be alive.
His first steps in the cemetery in 79 years were filled with emotions.
Having been in the war and all, a lot of reflection came back at that time.
One prevailing feeling, gratitude.
I was very thankful that I had been chosen, to go back and see where I had been so many years ago, and to think about how many 18, 19-year-old boys were out there in the earth, after coming over, and all was really a mixed feeling.
A native of Louisiana, Reverend Brown was drafted when he was 18 years old. After completing his Army training, his company sailed across the Atlantic.
A lot of fright, because a lot of water and a lot of gunpowder, flying.
After landing in England, they sailed to France.
I recognized very early on that if we did not take up arms against what was occurring at that time, we wouldn't have America as we have it today. I heard and understood that, and so I was willing to sacrifice my life to do that.
The 599th Quartermaster Laundry Company landed in Normandy just after the D-Day invasion. American soldiers were thankfully in control of the beaches.
I'd rather be free than to die, under the hands of nothing.
During World War II, troops were segregated. African American troops often relegated to labor and service units. Reverend Brown says his treatment in Europe was better than in the U.S., which motivated him.
We had a mindset when we came back to America that we would do everything we could to become educated and change the system. And we're still working on that.
Reverend Brown achieved many goals, getting a college degree and eventually becoming a pastor. While scars from his time at war are still with him, the scars on his heart are the ones that worry him the most.
It was so sad to me to see that we have all of this, all because mankind could not get along with itself.
Reverend Brown is passionate about educating kids about the history of D-Day, and he has this request for everyone as we approach the 80th anniversary.
When people think about D-Day, I would like very much for people to say deep down in their soul that we will never have this to happen again. But now I see